Welcome back here at the TeamWomen Empower Gala. I'm Blythe Whaley alongside Mia Beste, and we're on the red carpet, Mia. This is so fun. Thank you so much for joining me here from Medtronic.
Yes, glad to do it. It's such a pleasure to be here again this year, and we are thrilled to be a sponsor here for the TeamWomen event.
Yeah, our presenting sponsor here today.
Sponsor, I know. Yeah, so I think we've done this for 3 years running, and it really just is a heartbeat that's really close and dear to my heart. I'm the chair of the Medtronic Women's Network in Minnesota, which is an employee resource group at Medtronic. And so being with women, supporting women, helping them advance, building their development is really something that, is a passion, both on a personal level and also at a Medtronic level.
And when we talk about this event specifically for the Empower Gala, what is something that you really like about it that, of course, you want to be that presenting sponsor like you are?
There's something so rich in just the stories that are presented here. You really just feel this depth of experience. And I really also appreciate the fact that this is a chance for us to really broaden our community connections. So, we live in this kind of circle of Medtronic. We get this is beehive of activity at work, but this brings us out to a community in a different way and connecting with women in a different way and at a broader scale. So TeamWomen really just kind of gives us that opportunity to really stretch beyond the boundaries of Medtronic and connect with women in a real way.
And we're so thankful for that, so appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
And also I want to ask about what it's like when you see the positive change, whether that's through Medtronic, whether that's through an event like this. How do you see that, almost the snowball effect? Have you personally seen that?
Yeah, so I can speak just about the Empower Leadership Academy, which is something that we host at Medtronic once or twice a year. And just seeing the growth in that over the last 4 to 5 years and even beyond. I mean, we went from a really small group of maybe 12 girls now to 50. Once or twice a year, and this is something that we really feel has this ripple effect, and we saw it on stage today where you're kind of bringing this amazing experience to these young girls, and they're able to grow in a way that will serve them for the rest of their lives and eventually maybe make them employees here at Medtronic. So it's really building that talent pool and helping girls and ultimately women really enter the workforce and really become, superstar players in everything we do.
And that leads me into just asking for advice for those young ladies, or just even women who are standing on the sidelines, maybe wanting to get in an industry like Medtronic is. Can you talk on maybe what that first step or how maybe they could be getting connected?
Yeah, so network. I hate to use the tired strategy, but getting involved in TeamWomen, building your network, and really connecting people in the space that you want to pursue, I think is a huge part of helping you kind of build a transition plan, ultimately to entering a company like Medtronic. I mean, I will also say that if you've got a passion for helping people, Medtronic is a place to be. And so, building your connections, getting that education, and just finding a role, which there are many at Medtronic, that you feel like is the right fit for you, is a trifecta of an approach that, will click and hopefully get you there.
And can you go back to maybe your first encounter with TeamWomen and what that was like to actually get connected?
Yeah, so through the Medtronic Women's Network, I was involved in the philanthropy committee, and the person who was supporting the Empower Leadership Academy was stepping away from the role. And so I stepped in, and then I met Katie. The
wonderful Katie.
Of us all. And so, she and I just began to build a relationship and really explored new spaces. I mean, thinking about even gender identity and how we really kind of open up the space so that people, regardless of how they, identify in terms of gender, can step in and feel connected to the work, was something that Katie and I had talked about. And then the relationship really grew from there. So ultimately, we talked about this event, the Gala, being a sponsor of this event, and then really just connecting with her on an ongoing basis and enjoying the good work that she does with this organization every day.
Well, it makes sense. Katie Burke had a part in this because she is so
Katie.
wonderful.
Yes, right, for sure.
She brings in the best people, just like Mia Beste with Medtronic. Thank you so much for being here on the red carpet. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Glad to be here.
Well, our presenting sponsor, on behalf of Mia, I'm Blythe Whaley. So long till our next red carpet interview in just a little bit.